Every holiday shopper's got a list, but Ross shoppers, you've got a mission. Like a gift run that turns into a disco snow globe, throw pillows, and PJs for the whole family, dog included. At Ross, holiday magic isn't about spending more, it's about giving more for less. Ross, work your magic.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Optimal Health Daily, Tips for Managing Holiday Stress by Rachel Trotta of racheltrotta.com. And I'm Dr. Neil, your host and narrator. Hey there, happy Saturday. Hope your weekend is off to a great start, and welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, or OHD, where I act as your narrator of popular health and fitness blogs. Now, we have a bunch of shows covering a bunch of different topics. Just search for Optimal Living Daily in your podcast app to find them. Now, I love today's topic because the holidays are my favorite time of year. I'm like Will Ferrell's version of Buddy the Elf, counting down the days until Christmas. But even I, a much shorter version of Buddy the Elf, am not immune to the stresses of the season. So let's hear what advice today's author Rachel Trotta has for us as we get right to it and start optimizing your life. Tips for Managing Holiday Stress by Rachel Trotta of racheltrotta.com. It's not that the holidays are inherently stressful, although sometimes they are. It's simply that this time of year tends to be exponentially more busy than normal. When you're trying to squeeze in a workout after your child's Christmas concert, but before your office holiday party, it can start feeling a little hectic. Here are some ideas, some of them mine, some of them from clients, for making a smooth transition into the new year with a happy body and a happy mind. Tip number 1, focus on the basics. It can get overwhelming to feel like you have to eat clean to be healthy when your home environment is swimming with extra treats. Instead of pressuring yourself to eat perfectly, just focus on the essentials of healthful eating. Make sure you get enough protein, aim for at least half your goal body weight in grams per day, drink a lot of water, and eat your veggies. Take it meal by meal. An easy way to make sure you're eating enough protein, for example, is to have a lean meat or some eggs, dairy, lentils, or any other plant-based protein at every meal. Instead of an English muffin for breakfast, reach for yogurt or eggs. Instead of the French onion soup, order lentil soup. Just break it down into individual decisions and ask yourself, how can I add a protein source here? You can apply the same principles to eating more vegetables and drinking more water. Tip number 2, get enough light. This is where physical health and mental health converge. A huge challenge for many people in the Northern Hemisphere around this time of year is the decrease in natural light. Most people get some kind of seasonal blues, but for some people, it's more intense. This is known as seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. The lack of light, coupled with the colder temperatures, can make anyone feel more tired and lethargic, as well as emotionally down. This is not a recipe for a vigorous exercise habit. Here's an idea. One of my clients in New York City kept a bright blue light in her apartment. And even as I type these words, I can still picture that surface of the sun brightness as if I'm there right now. Getting bright light in your eyes throughout the day with one of these lamps, especially in the morning, can help with warding off low moods and low energy and give you the boost you need to stay active. On a nice day, try to get outside and get real sunlight in the middle of the day. It's not easy to do when the weather is poor, but every little bit helps. Plus, because vitamin D deficiency can be a problem in the winter, make sure to regularly eat salmon, tuna, mackerel, eggs, mushrooms, and vitamin D fortified foods like fortified dairy. You may also want to discuss taking a supplement with your doctor. Tip number 3, embrace a winter version of your health and wellness routines. For me, winter turns smoothies into soups, salads into roasted vegetables, running into weightlifting, and late nights into more sleep. When I'm this uncomfortably cold, it's all about staying warm and embracing the season. It's normal for your approach to your health and wellness to change as the temperature and light shift. Many people tend to beat themselves up if their habits change or falter, especially if they just precariously conquered some new habits at the end of summer. But this can be a creative opportunity to transform your outlook. What does being fit and healthy really mean? It all comes down to being active and nourishing your body. This may not look exactly the same season to season, and ideally, your healthy habits make you happier and more relaxed, not tense and more stressed out. Tip number 4, focus on the aspects of your exercise that benefit you the most. Again, this is an easy one to overlook. When you're maxed out on time, you may not be able to attend to every single detail of your usual exercise routine. If you're procrastinating about going to the gym because you know it's a 90-minute workout and the days without the gym keep adding up, then you may need to revise your expectations of yourself. If you're extremely busy, make your sessions 20 to 30 minutes long and increase the intensity. Going hard for 30 minutes 3 times a week is better than no session at all after a week of procrastination. Between workouts, focus on eating well and getting in sufficient steps throughout your day. I often talk with clients about lowering the bar and then meeting the lowered expectations. This is a good strategy during stressful times. Tip number 5, buy the right winter clothing. Several of my remote coaching clients live in Minnesota, and they still manage to spend an incredible amount of time outside because they have the right clothes. Instead of staying inside, they bundle up and take advantage of the limited daylight and go for walks and snowshoeing, warm and cozy in their warm winter coats. Meanwhile, I'm from Louisiana, and I'm living over here in New Jersey, and I feel like a martyr if I have to spend more than 5 minutes outside in 40-degree weather. So I'm partly preaching to myself here. Layer up, wear wool, get the right socks, get the right coat, wear a hat and gloves, and switch to warm boots for walks instead of athletic shoes. It's amazing how much more manageable the weather is when I'm dressed for it. You can do it. You just listened to the post titled Tips for Managing Holiday Stress by Rachel Trotta of racheltrotta.com. And I'll be right back with my commentary. Right now, there's a talented person out there who could take your company to the next level. Do you want to hope they see your job post before your competitors? Or do you want to match with them with Indeed sponsored jobs? Stop struggling to get your job post even seen on other sites. Give your job the best chance to be seen with Indeed sponsored jobs. When I was looking to hire, it was so slow and overwhelming. I wish I had used Indeed. Spend more time interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results now with Indeed sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/health. Just go to Indeed.com/health right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Do it the right way with Indeed.
Rinse takes your laundry and hand-delivers it to your door, expertly cleaned and folded. So you could take the time once spent folding and sorting and waiting to finally pursue a whole new version of you. Like Tea Time You. Or this Tea Time You. Or even this Tea Time You.
Said you hear about Dave?
Or even Tea Time You.
So update on Dave.
It's up to you. We'll take the laundry. Rinse. It's time to be great.
Dr. Neil here for my commentary. I know that things can get really hectic this time of year. Something Rachel mentioned really jumped out at me, and it's because I'm such a huge fan of this approach. Rachel said that if you're extremely busy, make your sessions 20 to 30 minutes long and increase the intensity. She said going hard for 30 minutes 3 times a week is better than no session at all. Now, when it was safe to do so, I used to tell my patients, look, I know you're busy. You're going to school full time. You're working. You're taking care of your kids. And you're having to meet with me. But don't forget to take care of yourself. And exercise is caring for yourself. Again, for patients that were in decent shape where this was appropriate, I would tell them that on days they're strapped for time, instead of heading to the gym, run a mile around the neighborhood as fast as they can. It should take them less than 10 minutes. Done. you're done for the day. Or let's say it's the end of the day when you're ready to turn your brain off and binge some Netflix and you didn't squeeze in that workout. Well, go ahead and turn on Netflix. But while watching, perform 10 standing squats in front of the TV. Then repeat those 10 squats another 10 times, with rest breaks in between, of course, until you've performed 100 squats total. Then you're done. There are so many ways to get creative. I've talked about at-home bodyweight workouts before, so there are ways to squeeze in that workout. We just sometimes need to get a little creative, and again, think about ramping up the intensity. That will make your workout more efficient. All right, that'll do it for me for today. I hope you have a great weekend if you're listening in real time, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for the Sunday show and where your optimal life awaits.